These RBP RX7 wheel-to-wheel step bars are for those of you that have a 4-door 2007 and up JK and are looking for a drop step that looks a little bit more complete than just installing a set of individual drop steps underneath each door. These are going to be drop steps that are then attached to a single bar that goes all the way across the bottom of the rocker panel area. It is going to give a little bit of a different look. It's also going to be a very, very secure step. These can hold 450 pounds per side, so very, very strong and fully welded. These also are a little bit of a unique design as far as the fact that they have a return on one end and they're straight on the other end, just giving them a little bit of a different look than some of the others out there. And these also have a customizable insert underneath each of the steps. You can remove a couple of button head screws and there is a piece of aluminum that shows through the RBP logo, and you could paint that, you could remove it completely if you wanted to. You can really do a lot of different things as far as customizing colors if you choose to in that area. And again, that's something that makes this step a little bit unique from some of the other ones out there. Now, it is important to note that this is a step. This is not rocker protection. If you are somebody who goes off-road a lot, having these steps hanging down, dropping down is going to be a bit of a detriment off-road. They're definitely going to get hung up on stuff, and they're definitely going to get bent and broken if you do some hard wheeling on the rocks. So these are going to be for those of you that do some lighter wheeling, not really getting into the areas where there's a lot of big rocks and stumps. If you are somebody who wants to do some more hardcore wheeling, there is some armor out there that's still going to be a step, but the step unfortunately is going to be tucked up a little bit higher and not be as useful. So as you can see, a little bit of a trade-off here. Not a lot of protection, but a very useful step that you're going to get from these. Now, as far as some of the other brands that make a drop step like this that's attached to a single bar, there are a couple different options out there. Some of them not as customizable, a little bit different styling than this one has, but this one still falls into the price range as a lot of the other ones, so it's going to be a really nice option for you. As it says in the name, this is going to be a wheel-to-wheel side step, so it's going to cover the entire rocker area underneath the doors of your Jeep, of course giving you 2 steps so that you and your backseat passengers can get in and out of your JKU very, very easily. This mounts in the same fashion as a lot of other steps. It's going to attach to the bottom of the tub as well as to the pinch seam of your JK, and all the hardware and mounting brackets that you need to get these installed on your Jeep is going to be included right in the box. These come with a black powder coat finish that does look like a pretty solid finish. It is going to match a lot of the other aftermarket accessories that you might have on your JK, as well as a lot of this factory black plastic accents that come on your Jeep right out of the factory. As I said, this does have a couple of unique styling cues and the unique ability to do some color changing and some color matching on the steps themselves if you choose to go that route. I will stick with 1 out of 3 wrenches and right around an hour to get a pair of these installed. It is going to be a pretty easy bolt-on process. The first step is going to be removing whatever other armor or side step you might have on your Jeep, because these are going to occupy that same space. You can't have 2 installed at the same time, of course. The next step is going to be holding these up into position so that you can get all of the nut and bolt hardware started. This is an area where you might have to get a little bit creative, have a second set of hands around, or use a tall jack stand to hold one side while you line up the other. Once you get the hardware started both into the bottom of the tub as well as onto the pinch seam, you can make sure that the bar going across is nice and level, that it's spaced evenly from front to back, it's sitting exactly how you like it, and then torque down all the hardware. As far as tools go, you're just going to need a socket set, and as I said, this is an easy install anyone can do in their driveway. These steps come in at right around $400, which is really the going rate for a set of steps of this design, a drop step that's attached to a single bar like this. So you are going to get some additional features out of these steps, which is really nice, and you're not going to have to pay a huge premium over some of the other options out there. Now, these are certainly going to be more expensive than a traditional tubular step, and they're also going to be less expensive than a step that provides a ton of armor and a ton of protection. So again, a little bit of a trade-off. Really comes down to what you're looking for on your Jeep, but if you do like this design of step, I think you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. You're getting a lot of features for the cost. So if you're looking for a customizable set of drop steps for your JKU, I definitely recommend taking a further look at this set from RBP that you can find right here at extremeterrain.com.